Lock Nation, how's it going? How are you? Are you just fantastic? Like, I hope you're fantastic. Honestly, I hope you are fantastic. But as you can tell from the thumbnail or the title, we're doing another gear review. Now, this is a gear review that I've been wanting to do for some time. And it's actually on this guy right here, my tripod. You guys recognize this from Chasing the Light, episode 1. I almost did episode 2. Episode 2 is coming, but anyway. I've done a lot of photo shoots with this thing. It is amazing. It's kind of like a lightsaber to me, you know. Or like, I guess if you're in a zombie apocalypse, I guess you could use this to beat zombies, but I hope you're not in a zombie apocalypse right now as you watch this. But let's just get into the review, the gear review. So first off, we're gonna go from head to toe. And I love this. This is the mounting plate. This is the thing that goes on my DSLR. So easy to screw in. I don't have any problems with it unless I'm trying to do this in a hurry. Then I'm just like getting a little flustered and frustrated. That's just kind of how it is, especially like if you're doing a photo shoot and people are waiting for you to put this on, you get a little flustered and you feel like a little stressed. So that can happen from time to time. But I also wanted to bring up that it has one level right here to show you if your ground is level, and it also has another one right down here. This thing is amazing to me, and it's a cheap price. Like, if you are a beginning photographer, or if you're returning to photography, or you're just like, hey, I need an extra tripod, this is your tripod right here. Now, I've had this since 2017. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's seen some better days. This used to have a knob right here. I can still move it up and down, but it's gone through some wear and tear. Now, for a tripod that I bought, for a tripod that I got back in 2017, it actually looks really good. It's really sturdy. It has the hook right here that I've talked about in the Chasing the Light episode. If you haven't seen that episode, I'll put an iCard like right up here, somewhere right up there. And I can attach a weight to this, especially like if I'm shooting in like a bit of a windstorm. That'll help weigh it down, which is very nice and convenient because this thing's all aluminum, so that helps. And now, going on, this is a great handle to have, but before we get into the handle, I want to talk about this handle. This handle gives you the capability, I almost said capacity, to swivel this all the way around. You know, if you see one shot but you look behind your, oh, well, I want to get that shot. Well, you can turn your camera around and you can get that shot as well. But there's something that goes along with this. Again, if you're in a windstorm, or if you're just like, you know, I just got one, I don't want this one shot that's like straight ahead, I want it so bad. You got this guy, the knob, which tightens it so it can't move, which is very helpful, especially if you're doing this, like if you're taking some family portraits for someone and you're using a tripod. That's very helpful. Now I'm gonna loosen that up because I like to have that capability of just swiveling around. But there's one other thing that I want to talk about on this very top part, and that's this guy, this little knob right here. And this thing is so cool because if I unhook that, if my camera's right here, I can do portrait mode on this, and I can easily just flip it back down, tighten it up, easy peasy, nice and cheesy, right? It's so easy, so user-friendly, but let's go on down the line. Let's talk about this handle. So I use this as you saw in the Chasing the Light episode, and I was carrying it like this. This is the handle I was using because, honestly, it's great. It's convenient. Now, this does come with a bag, a black bag. I don't use the bag that much just because it just kind of takes extra time to just put it in the bag and pull it out of the bag. All that kind of stuff. So I don't use that, but this is very convenient, and honestly, it's really a lightweight tripod. Even if I have my camera on it, it's very lightweight. So let's continue on down the line. So this has the adjustable buckles that you can adjust it to your height, which is easy. It's very user-friendly, and I also love the fact that it has these rubber maneuverable, these movable, that's what I meant to say, these movable feet, which is great, especially if you're ever out there like in a tough terrain where your surface or the ground under you might not be completely level. That can formulate, or that can, like, you know, help keep your camera level, because these guys are kind of pricey and you don't want to just sit there and drop it because it just freaks you out. Trust me, I've known that from personal experience. But anyway, So I love this, but you know, honestly, going back to it, this is that weight, that hook that's talked about with the weight. You put the weight on, and again, this thing, it comes all the way down, and then you can just adjust it. But I want to show you guys some of the reviews on this on Amazon. Now, I will also be putting a link to this tripod in the description, so if you want to go check it out and maybe buy it for yourself, go for it. Like, I would highly recommend this. But let's go to the reviews, because some of these reviews are good, and some of them are just bad. And honestly, it comes down to luck of the draw. But let me share my screen. Bada bing, bada boom. And here it is. This is the Amazon Basics 60-inch lightweight tripod with a black bag. And it's also black, as you can see. Anyway, so let's look at the specs and then we'll go to the reviews. So it's again the Amazon Basics. The color is the black, and it's the material, as I mentioned, is all aluminum, which is really nice, because if that was steel and I was lugging it up one of the mountains here in Utah, that would not be fun. If you've ever been to Utah and you've ever been hiking anywhere in the mountains of Utah, you know some of those trails are very steep, and so it weighs about 2.7 pounds, and the recommended weight to put on it is the 6.6 pounds, so which is pretty normal, pretty good. And then it talks about the maximum height is 152 centimeters. It has the adjustable head. Minimum height is 60.5 centimeters. Product dimensions, that's all just kind of basic stuff. But I want to go more to about this item. So it has, it's a lightweight tripod with adjustable head and legs, compatible with most video cameras, digital cameras, still cameras, GoPro devices, smartphone adapters, which are not included, unfortunately, and scopes. Recommended the max load is, again, that 6.6 pounds. It has the weight of basically 3 pounds, and it can extend from 25 inches to 60 inches. Has that 2 built-in bubble view levels that I was showing you guys, the 3-way head, which allows for a tilt, as I mentioned, and the swivel motion. There's that swivel motion. Yeah, swivel. And then it also has that quick release mounting, which is so convenient. I cannot tell you guys how many times I would have been SOL, especially in photo sessions with clients, if I didn't have that quick release. And if you're talking about, well, what's this quick release? It's this guy right here. It's this switch right here. And then if the camera is on there, this would go off with the camera. It's so convenient. I cannot emphasize that enough. Like, convenience is key with this. So going back, let's look at some of the reviews, because again, some of these reviews are good and some are bad. So let's look at the reviews. It has a 4.6 star rating on Amazon. So let's check out the ratings. All right, we're going to focus first on a few. Actually, no, we're going to go to the negatives and then we'll end with the positives. So we're going to go to the 1 star. This person says, very disappointed. Worst tripod I've ever used. Well, I mean, I'm not sure how many tripods he used, but he said, I'm not sure where the good reviews are coming from. I was actually really excited about all the great reviews, and I'm not sure if I just happened to get a bad one, but so many things were terrible. I got it to film my son surfing, and to start off, it didn't even turn side to side smoothly at all. It did not hold up to 3.5 pounds of equipment. The bag broke pretty quickly. The piece that attaches to the camera had a silver piece that fell off immediately, and the list goes on. I've gone through many tripods, and I don't like to leave bad reviews, but this one is terrible. I'm so disappointed because it is very light, and I was hoping for a better one to be just as great as it needed to be rated. So, and then this person from Jesse says, missing parts. Described as used good, but missing the quick release plate to attach the camera. Bought one that had the issue, so I ordered the second one to return the first, and the second one was also missing the part, along with missing the knob that locks the camera in position. So it sounds like these two people were just getting really bad. They're getting bad ones. It's that luck of the draw thing that I mentioned. So let's go to more of the positive ones, because there's a lot of great positive ones. This person from Michael says, what a steal. Now I'm not going to read this whole one because that's a pretty long paragraph. I'll just start off by, I'll just read this first couple sentences. He says, first off, I am a hobbyist, but I do feel that this tripod could be used professionally, which is true because I've used this since 2017. How long it would stand up for to the rigors of daily professional use, I don't know. I can, however, say that this is a great tripod. It is very sturdy and nearly 100% aluminum. It is a perfect height and very lightweight. Super easy to deploy and fold up. So, he's very happy with that. And we're going to go to this one from Matt. He says, great, inexpensive tripod. I'm not sure why you buy an expensive tripod. I'm not sure either. Lock Nation, like, why are you buying expensive tripods, especially if you're just a beginning photographer? Why? But he also goes on to say, he's like, you need it to hold a camera still. You need to hold a camera still. This one does that. It is really lightweight and easy to use. It holds the camera still, pretty much what you need at a much lower cost than others I saw. So it's pretty nice. And so really, this all comes back to, when it comes down to it, you gotta do your research and take other people's opinions with a grain of salt. You know, as you saw in that last gear review video that I have done, that I did, there was a lot of people that were mad about that. And there was a lot of people that were mad about this tripod. I personally love this tripod. It's great. I've used it a lot. As you guys know, I've used it in Chasing Light, episode 1, and I'll continue to use it in all the different series that we have coming up. It really comes down to, number one, doing your research, checking reviews, taking people's opinions with a grain of salt, and really just, if it's broken, contact the manufacturer. Like that was an Amazon one, so easily, like if that was broken, I could have easily contacted Amazon and said, hey, this is broken, I need to get a new one. And they wouldn't have questioned it. They would have apologized and said, I'm sorry, we'll send you out another one right now. And so if you guys got any value out of this, then go check out this video right here where I do a gear review on a battery charger when I had to replace my initial battery charger because I misplaced it. And sometimes I can be an absent-minded professor. So I'll see you over there.